I'm Katie, and this is my TBR for the Booktube-A-Thon. I am so excited to participate in this Booktube-A-Thon. I watched some people's videos for last year's Booktube-A-Thon, and it just looked like so much fun. I'm really excited to be participating this year. Now, I've done 2 other readathons, and I haven't read all that I set out to read in those 2 readathons, but I think those are a good practice for me, and I think I learned like some tips for myself on how I can excel and do better in this readathon. So here's the hoping. I work full-time, so I don't know if I'll get through all 7, but I'm hoping to at least get through 5, and I picked some shorter books and some graphic novels, so I think I have a good shot. Let's get into the challenges and what books I picked out. Oh, and I will link the Booktube-A-Thon channel down below. Ariel lists all the challenges and the hosts and just a bunch of information so you can participate as well. Alright, the first challenge is to read a book with blue on the cover, and I'm like really happy for the book that I picked out for this challenge, and that is Blue Lily, Lily Blue. I mean, there's the color blue on here, we have the word blue, and there's blue, so I mean, like, this is the perfect book to read for this challenge, and I'm so excited to read this book. I think I'm gonna wait for it to be my last book of the readathon because I don't want to get in like a slump after I read it, because that's how the last 2 books have gone in the Raven cycle for me. I'm just enjoying them so much, so this is gonna be my reward for finishing the other books. Next is a book by an author who shares the same first letter of your last name. For that challenge, I'm going to be reading The Undomestic Goddess by Sophie Kinsella. I've had this book on my shelf for a while now. Honestly, I don't know why I haven't picked it up yet. I love Sophie Kinsella's books. They're just so fun and especially perfect for summer. They're such quick reads, so I think this will be really good in the readathon if I'm ever feeling like not in a reading mood, because you can get through these so fast. They're so funny. They're just a lot of fun. If you haven't read Sophie Kinsella yet, I highly, highly recommend her. The third challenge is to read someone else's favorite book. For this, I'm going to be reading my husband's favorite book, and it seems like a lot of other booktubers and just people's favorite book, and that is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I hate that my husband has read this book, and like it seems like everyone else has read this book, and I haven't read it yet. I'm excited to start it. I'm a little unsure if I'm going to like it. I'm not too much of a gamer, so we'll see. Let me know if you've read this and what you think. It seems like it's everyone's favorite book, so I'm pretty sure I'll end up liking it, but I don't want to go in with too high hopes. I don't want to hype it up for myself too much, but I'm really excited to get to it. Challenge number 4 is to read the last book that you acquired. I just went to Barnes & Noble the other day since I had a gift card, and I picked up Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I really wanted a Colleen Hoover book in this readathon because, well, I've only read one of her books, maybe someday, and I absolutely loved it. I could barely put it down. I think I finished it in like a day and a half, and that's only because I had to go to work. Like, couldn't keep on reading it even though I really wanted to. So yeah, I think this one will be a really quick read, and this seems like it's everybody's favorite. And I also think it's gonna be turned into a movie, so I definitely want to read it before I see the movie. I'm not exactly sure what this book is about, but you know, I think I want to go into it that way, not really knowing. I had no idea what Maybe Someday was about. I just knew it was gonna be like a romance, and I ended up absolutely loving that book. Like, it was so good. So I'm thinking this is gonna be a really good read. The 5th challenge is to finish a book without letting go of it. And this book that I'm going to finish has been in both of my other readathons. I just didn't get to it. And that is The Last Unicorn by Peter S. Beagle. Now, this is a graphic novel. It is a book as well, and it's also a movie, which is available on Netflix or Amazon Prime or something. So I really want to watch it after I read it. I'm really excited to get to this. The artwork is beautiful. I've talked about this a few times before, and I absolutely love unicorns. I don't know why I haven't finished it yet, but I think this will be a good one to read without letting go because it's pretty short, and who doesn't love a unicorn? Challenge 6 is to read a book that you really want to read. For this one, I'm going to be reading, well, actually finishing The Heart of Betrayal by Mary E. Pearson. I'm only about 30 pages into it right now, so not very far. I kind of wanted to get a head start, a little bit of cheating just because 7 books in a week is going to be a big challenge. But I'm really excited to get to this, especially after I read Megan Precourt's review on Goodreads. If you don't watch her channel, you definitely should. I'll leave a link to it down below. Her videos are awesome. She's so nice, so friendly. I just love watching her videos. But she gave this like an amazing review, saying it was better than the first one. The love triangle is perfect. So I have very similar tastes with her in books. I loved the first one. I'm a little nervous because my favorite part in the first one was the mystery on who's who. But, you know, if she's saying this is really great and I'm seeing it getting great reviews from other people, I bet I'm really gonna like it. And the last challenge is to read 7 books. And my 7th book is Sex Criminals by Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky. Again, my husband has read this. He loved this. I've seen so many people talk about it, and it just seems really different and funny. Again, this is shorter, so I'm trying to help myself out here, be able to get all these books done. So those are the 7 books I'm hoping to finish for Booktube-A-Thon, which I didn't say the dates before, and it starts August 3rd at midnight and then goes through till August 9th. Yeah, let me know if you are participating and what books you are reading. Since I already showed you my TBR for the Booktube-A-Thon, I also wanted to show you the other 2 books that I want to finish in August. One of them is Life After Life by Kate Atkinson. I read a book every month with my mom, and we talk about it over FaceTime since we don't live near each other, and this was her month to pick a book, and she picked Life After Life. This is set in the early 1900s, and this girl Ursula is born, and I think she keeps on dying over and over again, but she must come back to life, and she keeps living all these different lives. That might not be what this is about. I think that's what this is about. I don't typically read historical fiction books, so this will be something new. It's also pretty freaking long, so we will see. This will be an interesting read, but I'm excited to read it. And then also I want to finally finish Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. I started this book. I got a little over 100 pages in, and I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it at the time, and I don't know why. I loved Throne of Glass. I absolutely loved Crown of Midnight. I thought that was one of the best books I've read so far this year. So I don't know why. I think I was just in a contemporary mood, and I was trying to pressure myself into reading a fantasy book. So now that I'm getting more into a fantasy mood, I'm gonna pick this up. I'm gonna finish by the end of the month. So then come September 1st, I can go pick up Queen of Shadows, and I can read that along with everyone else because I love this series. I love me some kale. I'm gonna finish it. Alright, so let me know if you're participating in Booktube-A-Thon, and let me know what books you plan on reading this August. Alright, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye! Quirky and really fun BFF. I love side characters in books. Sometimes I think, most of the times, I think they're more interesting than like our main protagonist, just because, you know, they don't have the weight of the world.